Welcome to Healthy Lifestyle. I'm Lori Anne Casdia. Our goal here at Healthy Lifestyle is to inspire, educate, and empower you to fulfill a healthy, emotional, spiritual, and physical life so you can empower to live the life you have always wanted and dreamed. Well, welcome to our 100th show, our 100th episode of Healthy Lifestyle with Lori Anne. I am so excited and so grateful and have been so blessed to have some extraordinary guests on the show, bringing you a touch of various tools, modalities, products, books, and spiritual topics for you to consider and try. And of course, I want to thank John Caracciolo, owner, president, and mastermind behind the New York and Florida JVC stations, and for coming up with this opportunity and entrusting me. I can't thank enough our producer, Michael, for your support and guidance, talent, and professionalism we enjoy here on Healthy Lifestyle week after week. So, to celebrate our 100th episode, we brought back our traveling cocktailian, and we are live, yes, live on Facebook on our maiden voyage. So I want to just give you a little background about Courtney, because it's been a little bit since she's been on. She's a native Oklahomian, I guess you would call yourselves, known to many as Boom Boom with the bar community, currently works at a bar as a bar consultant with her company, The Traveling Cocktailian, based out of Kansas City, Missouri. She travels the country providing bars and restaurants with an in-depth knowledge of bar training, spirits education, cocktail history, and bar method. With extensive continued bar education and spirit certification, she has prided herself on spreading the gospel of hospitality around the country, especially to smaller markets that often get overlooked for the tremendous contributions being made to the cocktail industry. So our good friend here at Healthy Lifestyle, welcome to the show, Courtney Boom Boom Crockett. Welcome to the show, girl.
Thank you so much, Lori Anne. I can't tell you how honored I am to be your guest on your 100th episode. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I can't even believe it's been 100 shows. And thank you so much for joining us today, because I know we're going to have a little party here with your beautiful cocktails. And
yeah.
It's a good.
Yeah, this is something I was trying to, when I was coming up with something to do for the 100th show, I really racked my brain on what we should talk about, what we could do that would really commemorate this kind of longevity, and hopefully cheers for even further longevity.
Yes, thank you.
And so I hope today's topic is interesting to everybody, or at least as partially as interesting as it is to me.
I'm sure it will be.
Yeah, so Lori Anne, we got a caller on the line. We got Elizabeth Martin.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Elizabeth.
Hi, Lori Anne.
How are you?
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for calling in. How are you?
Happy 100th episode.
Oh my gosh, thank you. This is Elizabeth Martin from Hands-On Acupuncture and Massage Therapy. She's been on the show a lot actually throughout the 100 episodes. So what brings you to call today?
So I just wanted to wish you, an amazing 100th episode, because you have really contributed to my life in not just my business, but my personal. And I wanted to I'm so excited to talk about you, because I was probably on like your third episode, and to see you doing 100, it's pretty amazing.
That's right. You were on the third episode. Oh my God. I know, right? Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah, so you've been really good about getting my message out, and it's pretty amazing how you've been able to highlight others. But you're an amazing soul yourself, and I just really want the world to know that you've helped me in so many ways in my business, and just really spreading that message. And I love your show because it really contributes. You've brought a lot of holistic people into my life that I wouldn't have known without you. So your connections are pretty amazing. And I just wanted to celebrate you and celebrate your success and celebrate Healthy Lifestyle, because it's really brought so much to my life and for my patients. So
Well, you do thank you so much. That's so touching. And I adore you, and you do such beautiful work, and your therapy, acupuncture is amazing. If you haven't tried it, you really do need to try it. And, it's just a blessing for me to be in your life and have you in mine. And, it's just wonderful to be able to lift other people up and businesses up. So thank you to JVC Broadcasting for giving us that opportunity. And of course, the great, wonderful Michael, who just keeps those trains running day after day, week after week. So Liz, thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate it.
Yes, no, thank you. Keep healing the world and keep exposing your message of helping others. And, the world is really lucky to have you and JVC Broadcasting as well. So thank you so much for all that you do for us and for me and others. And, I wish you luck for at least 100 more episodes.
Grateful for that. Thank you so much, Liz. Have a great day.
You too. Enjoy your day.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, Lori Anne, we also have Linda Marie Paul.
Linda Marie Paul of the Crescent Beach Club. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you today? Congratulations on the 100th episode.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're so excited here at the studio.
I know. What a celebration for you. So happy for you. Overjoyed.
Oh, thank you. I love, I love the Crescent Club. It's so amazing, but I love you so much. You're just a great human being. Bring so much to the world, and we're so lucky to have you.
Oh, thank you so much. I feel the same for you. You're such a beautiful soul. You have always such positive energy. You're such a smart, brilliant woman, an entrepreneur, just looking out for not only yourself to grow and be better for the people that surround you. So it's wonderful being in your circle.
Oh, my gosh, Linda Marie, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to call into our 100th episode.
I know. I wish we were doing it at the beach club right now under a palm tree watching the water go by.
I do. You know what? The next 100 will come there. How's that?
Absolutely. I love it. I think it's perfect.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We can't wait to get everybody back to be by us. We're doing dinners right now, but we miss all our brides and grooms and all our amazing corporate events and fundraisers. They do such an important job to help for the communities and for their causes. And it's been tough, not being able to have everyone there to accomplish their goals.
Yeah, no, and you have such a beautiful venue and it overlooks the water and you have that really nice beachfront and the food is spectacular. And then, of course, you're there. That makes it even more spectacular. You also have a restaurant that's open during the summer months, right?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So we're 50% inside and outside, and we're doing pop-up events all summer long. So we're doing special dining on the beach. So price fixed menu, and you come, make a reservation, and you're sitting on the beach or on the deck for dinner or for a Sunday brunch.
Oh my God, count me in. We're so there.
So just visit our website, thecrescentbeachclub.com, and look under events, and you'll see all the different activities and fun things that are happening. And then Ocean is our restaurant, and you'll click right through there.
Oh my gosh, it's such a great place. So thank you again for calling in, and I'll see you at the beach.
Thanks. I just want to say one more thing.
Sure.
Your program has just been so inspirational during this pandemic right now. And all the people that you've had on have been helping everyone get through this time. For the chefs that are making food, for the one woman who's showing everyone with exercise, you have someone else that's helping with relationships. I think you and your program are so valuable, not only every day, but for right now to help everybody get through this difficult time. So thank you for all that you do.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for saying that. You're making me tear up, and that's not good because I'm live on Facebook.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, I'll talk to you soon.
Well, Lori, if you'd like to take one more guest before we get back to Courtney, we also have Kevin Brown.
Oh, sure. Kevin Brown from Long Island Microgreens. Kevin, how are you?
Okay, Lori Anne, how are you?
I'm doing great. Today we're so excited here.
I can tell. That's why I'm calling in on your 100th episode. Congrats.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in. We're so excited. Mike and I are just having a party.
We are.
Nice. And I wasn't invited?
Oh, you're always invited, Kevin, but you're so busy delivering your microgreens. I don't know if you had time for us, but I appreciate the call in.
That's true.
I do appreciate the call in. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm looking forward to the next 100 episodes.
Oh, you're a doll. Us too. We're looking forward to it too.
Great.
You take care and keep spreading those microgreens. They're very, very healthy for you. Really good to boost up your immune system, right?
Absolutely. That's my job.
Yeah, and you do a good job of it. And don't you have a drive-through, a drive-in? Well, now it's a walk-in outdoor like market down at Lake Grove?
Yeah, it's in the Smith Haven Mall parking lot on Thursdays. between 4 and 7.
Right.
It's a farmer's market they run over there. And there's probably about 20 vendors, and I'm one of them, selling Long Island microgreens.
I love it. I love it. Well, you continue doing that, and I'll see you on Thursday.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for calling in. You take care too, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Oh, my goodness, Michael, a lot of people.
I know. It's a big party today for the 100th.
I love it. I love it.
We get back to Courtney now for a little bit if you want.
I'd like to. Thank you.
All right, she's back on.
Courtney, we had a couple.
How are you?
I'm good. We had a couple call-ins celebrating our 100th episode. So, but back to you. We have a lot of things to discuss, and I know you're all about the cocktail. So, what cocktail history lesson do you have for us today?
Well, like I said previously, in trying to choose what I wanted to do, I wanted to find a cocktail that has kind of withstood the test of time, that has a longevity and has continued to evolve, hopefully just like your radio show. I chose the Buck, or what people would, it's originally called the Buck, but what people would know more of is like a mule, like a Moscow mule.
Yeah, sure.
London Buck, all of those things. So I did that predominantly because it is one of our oldest style cocktails. It's the pre-Prohibition style cocktail that kind of came about. As we discussed previously, during Prohibition, obviously there was some difficulty getting your hands on really well quality made product,
right?
Because first it was illegal, and secondly, you're running into this time constraints, which any distiller will tell you in order to make a really good product, you need to give it the right amount of time. So during Prohibition, we see a lot of cocktails moving into a category that helps to, I don't want to use the word hide, but maybe mask imperfections within spirit.
Okay.
We could say that.
We can say that.
So the Buck, so the history of the Buck, it is a little uncertain, just like any other cocktail history. It takes a lot of delving, and sadly, some of the people we need to talk to are no longer with us. But it's really thought to have derived from an old non-alcoholic cocktail, or a non-alcoholic drink called the horse's neck, which was basically just ginger beer with a little bit of citrus peel served over ice. And they said that basically when they would put in a little bit of that spirit, by adding that spirit, it made it gave it a little bit of a kick. So essentially it made the horse buck, essentially.
Oh, I got it.
So they started calling it a Buck-style cocktail.
Well, that sounds a lot like a Collins.
Yeah, so I was going to say, it is a close relative to the Collins and to the Cooler.
Gotcha.
Which, as people are familiar, Collins drinks, you're dealing with citrus, some form of sugar like a simple, and then traditionally the Tom Collins, obviously with gin, but you can make a Collins really with whatever you like. If you make it with, it's this Collins-style cocktail, it's kind of like a daiquiri.
Sure.
Is a Collins-style cocktail, for sure. And then also a Cooler, again, fruity, bubbly. So adding that little bit of effervescence to it in a Cooler. So you kind of have this really beautiful melding of both of these very recognizable cocktails into something brand new.
That sounds really good during the summer, and those light, very refreshing.
Perfect summer drink. That was another reason why I wanted to do it, because this is one of those cocktails that first of all, so easy. Anybody, if you can make a piece of toast, you can make this cocktail.
I can do that.
It's so simple to do. Right.
So these are a nice summer patio cocktails. How about that?
Absolutely.
I love that.
100% hands down. So today the Buck, like I said, is also kind of known as a mule, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But that really did derive when the Moscow mule kind of gained its momentum in the market. And that didn't happen until much later. The iteration of this cocktail, instead of just using sugar or citrus or bubbles and citrus, what they did was they used ginger beer. So it's ginger beer, citrus, and a spirit.
Right.
Okay. I mean, that's literally you can't get any simpler than that. Can't get any more refreshing than that. I honestly think that this is one of those cocktails that, regardless of your palate, regardless of what kind of spirit you drink, you can always have a buck. You can always do one of these cocktails, and you're never going to go wrong.
I like that. I'd like a buck right now.
I hate to interrupt, Lori Anne, but we do have more callers, Lori Anne. We got Peter Balsamo again if you'd like.
I'd love to try Peter.
Go
Be
ahead.
right back, Courtney. Hi, Peter Balsamo from Peter Liam. How are you?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Hey, Peter. Thank you so much for calling in. How are you?
I'm doing great. Happy belated July 4th.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And I appreciate you calling in on the 100th episode. And how's Peter Liam going and Five Wine and all the gazillion things you're doing?
Oh, man. They're all good.
That's good.
No, the good thing is people haven't been drinking less wine this summer, so everything is copacetic.
That's good. That sounds good. I appreciate you calling in and celebrating this wonderful episode with us.
This is so great. Congratulations. I love what you do.
Thank you.
And thanks for having me on.
Always, always, always. We'll have you on again because I know you have some announcements coming up, and I'm still waiting for my salute. That got launched yesterday?
It did not get launched yesterday,
Okay.
thanks to COVID, but no, we're still on program. We are definitely going to be releasing this wine in the next few months. So.
I'm so looking forward to it. We will have you back on the show then. And thank you again for calling in. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Peter.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you too, Lori. Thank you for all you do.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Michael, it's so nice.
It really is. It's awesome having people calling in. It's like just like a constant rotation.
Yes.
We also have Deborah Dorsey on the line if you want to get to her.
Oh, Deborah. Yes. Deborah Dorsey. How are you, my friends?
Lori Anne, congratulations on your 100th episode.
Thanks, my
I'm
girl.
so excited and happy for you.
Oh, thank you, honey. You're such a great supporter.
You are such an inspiration to so many people. Follow your dreams, and the universe will take care of the rest. They're just a couple of the things that you always say.
That
is
true.
so true.
That is
so true.
It's true. I do say that a lot, and you hear it.
Yeah, and you've done all that. All your beliefs that resonate with me, I'm sure a lot of people follow it, and it does make a huge difference in your life. So I thank you for all that you have taught me and guided me through, and our many wonderful times that we share together.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I thank you. You lift my life up. I'm very blessed to have you in my life. I really am. And you're just an inspiration. You're such a strong, wonderful, smart woman. And I appreciate you.
And that's the other thing you do is build each other up. That's the other thing. We got to build each other up.
That's right. That's my girl.
That makes me feel good and you feel good and we all feel good when we do that with each other. So
it's so
that's
true.
An awesome thing too.
And it costs nothing and it's so easy to do, right?
Absolutely.
And that's
all right. Well, I have to go ahead.
That's a good contagious thing too.
Yes. And something, it works. It makes someone's day brighter. And it makes me feel good that they feel better.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I love that. I use it every day.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. I'm sure you have to go.
Back to work. I wish you much more success, love, and happiness, my girl.
Thank you, my girl. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Oh, my, that was great.
Yeah, that was awesome. So we can either go back to Courtney before we hit break in a couple of minutes, or we could go to Karen Scutellaro. I leave it to you.
So I think we're going to go back to Courtney. Let's hit break, and then we'll talk to Scoots in a little bit.
All right, Courtney's on the line again.
Courtney.
Yes, ma'am.
So we left off. We were having a buck, and I want to ask you this question. And we have about a minute left in this part of the segment. Is what's the difference, or I should say, what inspired you to discuss a buck style cocktail today?
Well, I think some of the things we've mentioned, obviously, with it being summertime, you want something that's going to be refreshing. You want something that's going to be light. Something that doesn't take a lot of time. You can sit on the patio and have a couple and enjoy the evening, and this is definitely a perfect cocktail for that.
That sounds so yummy and refreshing. Yeah. I can't even tell you. Now I'm salivating and I'm watching Michael. Michael's like, I must have one drink, right?
Absolutely.
Well, we're good.
If we ever do a show together, I'll make sure to bring all of the ingredients and we'll put together some cocktails.
You must. We need to do like a live show, meet halfway or something. So I'm going to just take a small break. You've been listening to Healthy Lifestyle with Lori Anne. This is our 100th episode, and we are so excited here today and have past guests calling in and wishing us congratulations, and I'm so pleased and thankful and grateful for for that. But we're going to ask you to hang on, and thank you so much for all of you for listening, and we will be right back. Well, welcome back to Healthy Lifestyle. I'm Lori Anne, and yes, you are right. This is our 100th episode. But as always, if you have any questions or concerns, comments, or ideas, please tell us about it. Send us an email at healthylifestylewithla@gmail.com. And of course, we're live today for the first time. So if you want to jump on with us online, that would be great. And we are at Healthy Lifestyle with LA. That's at Healthy Lifestyle with LA. We love hearing from you. We've been threatening to go live stream for a couple of months now. We pushed it back, but today at our 100th episode, we decided to move forward. But today with us, celebrating with us, is our great friend, Courtney Crockett. Courtney, I should say, Boom Boom Crockett, our great traveling cocktailian. Adore you, girl. And I love the fact that we're talking about the Buck and Buck-style cocktails. And I want to ask you this. What is about this cocktail that makes it so widely appealing?
I think, well, again, thank you for having me. I think probably the biggest reason this is so widely appealing is because really you can use whatever spirit you want. Whatever spirit you want will go with this cocktail.
And when you say spirit, help our listeners understand what you mean.
Sure. So if you're a vodka drinker, you can make a Moscow Mule. If you're a gin drinker, you can make a London Buck. If you like whiskey, if you like bourbon or rye, you can do a Kentucky Buck.
Yes.
If you like Scotch, you can make something that essentially is kind of like I want to say it was called a Mamie. Oh, it's something, I just lost her last name, but it's a variation of the same thing. So initially it was made with ginger ale, but you can make it with ginger beer. So I mean, when I say any spirit, whatever you like to drink is going to go really well in this cocktail. And you're not going to be disappointed with what the outcome is.
And it's refreshing. It's refreshing.
Yeah, absolutely.
On these warm days that we're having, just beautiful, right?
Absolutely. And so one of the, I think in our last episode, we discussed rum pretty extensively. And one of the cocktails that I provided as just a little bonus cocktail on the website was the Dark and Stormy.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah. So that was actually considered to be the very first Buck ever put together. Royal officers having access to rum. And of course, like I said, trying to make things taste make things a little bit more palatable than they might have been, found it very easy to mix ginger beer and a little bit of citrus, which also helped with health issues during that time as well. And that was considered to be the very first Buck that was ever created, and it just kind of took off from there.
Well, what I love about ginger, too, is it's really settling for your stomach. So it actually is a really good thing to have, if you will.
That's why they used that predominantly. It was a way to settle your stomach. It was a way to, like I said, it was adding, using these things not just for like intoxication purposes, but actually using them medicinally in a way that would help kind of ease that discomfort that you would find.
Well, it's like a hot toddy.
On a ship.
It's like a hot toddy. Yeah. I hear you.
Well, Lori Anne, you have the callers just continuing to flow in. we got Karen Scutellaro, Darlene Calabrese, and Chris Hart, whichever one you would like.
Oh my gosh, let's talk to Christine Hart.
You got
from
it.
Mindful Hart. Christine Hart from the Mindful Heart. Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Oh, wonderful. I hear you're calling all the way from Lake George.
Yes, but this is a special occasion. It's your 100th show, so I have to call in and wish you 100 million more.
Oh, you're a doll. Oh my gosh, I love having you on the show. You're always so inspirational and positive, and you send really good messages out there. And I appreciate you have been on our show a number of times, and I look forward to you being on again. Our listeners love to hear from you, and you're just a doll, inside and out.
Oh, thank you, LA. Well, your messages are so uplifting and empowering. I love that you are reaching out to millions over the radio.
It's absolutely an honor and a privilege. I really appreciate that John, the owner and president of JVC Broadcasting, entrusted me with this, and being able to lift other people up and get their messages out and get heard and share this information with our listeners so that they can have a better, joyful life. It's just an honor. It's very humbling, very humbling. And then I have, of course, the great Michael, our producer here, who just keeps us going and always has a smile on his face. He's awesome.
You're too kind.
No, it's so true. And it's true. So I do appreciate you, Michael. And I appreciate you too, Christine. Anything new coming up for you?
Well, I'm working on a new series for my Facebook Lives and my YouTube. It's going to be based on chakra healing.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to design guided meditations around that. So I would love for people to check it out because it's so freeing emotionally, physically, mentally. You just get a nice energy cleanse. You balance the centers of the body. It's an incredible meditation that I love to share.
Oh, I look forward to it, and we need to have you on so you can do one with us on our show. And because we're going Facebook Live, you can get 2 hits at one time. How's that?
I love it.
There you go. There you go. Thank you so much for calling in, Christine, and taking time out of your day. We appreciate you celebrating this episode with us.
I am so thankful, and you are so welcome.
Have a great day.
All right, Lori Anne. So we got Karen Scutellaro up next if you want to take her call.
Sure. The Scoot, how you doing?
Hey, babe. How are you?
I'm
Congratulations.
Good. Thank you so much. That's Karen Scutellaro of Port Lifestyle. And you've been on our show a number of times. You also have shared a lot of really good things.
Yeah. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on the show. I'm so tickled for you right now.
I can't even believe it.
I know. 100 episodes. It's amazing. See, universe brings things to fruition. I have so many happy things to tell you. I am calling from sunny Florida right now.
Oh, God bless you.
Yes, I'm visiting with family friends, and I had to stop what I was doing to make sure I call in to congratulate you and wish you well. And you look beautiful, by the way. I'm watching you on Facebook Live. There's a little lag on it. But
it's our first time on Facebook Live, by the way. This is our first broadcast Facebook Live, so I'm so excited.
I know. I'm excited to come back and be on Facebook Live.
That you are welcome back always. So when you get back from Florida, you world traveler, you. Last I heard you were out in Texas. Now you're in Florida. I got to keep you in New York, girl.
Listen, I can do what I do no matter where I am. It's all good.
Isn't that the beauty? That's something we discovered, and a lot of people discovered, although I have been working that way for years, but a lot of people discovered that you can be anywhere and do your work and, still enjoy life and find the joy in life. And I love that you are just so joyous, and you've had some struggles in the past, and you just leaped those hurdles, and I'm so proud of you. And
all those struggles that book is now closed.
Closed. Slam shut. Slam shut, my girl. Slam shut.
Book burning.
There you go. I'm in. I'm absolutely in.
But,
thank you for taking the time.
Guess what? I'm raising a glass to have a sip to you.
What are you raising?
What do you think?
I don't know. Which drink are you
Tequila.
drinking? Oh, my girl. Yes, of course.
Oh, my drink. I'm having a sip of tequila. I'm saluting you right now.
Oh, thank you, girl. I salute you, too. If I had a drink, I'd be drinking it, but I'll have a drink later with Michael. How's that?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I was so excited listening to Courtney.
Oh, isn't she the best?
She's the bomb diggity. Come on.
I know. And you and I met her out in Kansas City. Yeah.
And I was just telling my girlfriend, I swore that she was from New York because she just had this great sass about her in a great way.
Oh, yeah.
And, you don't really come across that in the Midwest.
And not only the sass, but she is so smart at what she does. And she just travels all around the nation helping bars and restaurants with really nice personal.
A special spirit.
Without a doubt.
Unintended.
Well played, Karen. Well played. So thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate you, babe.
I love you. I
love
just
you
want the best for you, and I'm so excited for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Karen Scutellaro from Florida.
Karen Scutellaro.
Scutellaro. I call you Scoots.
Karen Scutellaro.
Karen Scutellaro. Thanks, love.
I always felt a bond with Karen because my last name and her last name are very similar.
Very, very similar.
Yeah, Scudero, Scutellaro. It's almost like hers just has like an additional part to it.
I'm so used to just calling her Scoots that I messed up her last name. So she's allowed to cremate my last name anytime she wants because Giulio Casdia is not easy at all.
I know some of us Italians just have like really complex last names.
So many vowels in my name. I have a girlfriend. She's been on here actually, Rhonda Kulch. She has 0 vowels because I think my family took them all.
No, I remember. I remember when I first asked you how to spell her name. You're like KLCH. I'm like, wow, I thought there was like a U in there somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, no. She doesn't need no stinking U.
Exactly. Up next, Lori Anne, we got Darlene Calabrese.
Oh my gosh, Darlene Calabrese. She is our base, really, really great friends who keeps us moving. Darlene, how are you?
What's going on?
Oh, my girl, you with those movements that make me crazy.
Gotta keep moving.
Gotta keep moving. Yeah. Losing weight with you and exercising with your exercise program, your monthly online class that you provide. And now you're back out in the outside providing exercises as well, I heard.
Oh, yeah, when the weather permits, but it's not too much to bear. It's working.
Amazing. Well, don't make me drop and do those nasty things that I don't like doing.
No.
Thank you so much for calling in. I'm so excited. It's our 100th. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on and supporting us and sending out really good messages to our listeners and providing a really good resource so that we all keep moving.
Yeah, absolutely. So important. Especially
now. Yeah. Well, actually, because of you during COVID, that constant, you were just there and always cheering us on. And I really appreciate the fact that you're so supportive and you're out there pushing everybody to just keep moving and eating right. And I still love that tea you gave me. That recipe is awesome. I'm actually going to throw it on this episode.
As hot as it is, I want to throw a couple of ice cubes in there.
It's actually very good as an iced tea. It really is.
Yeah.
So
yep.
It's so good. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
All right. Sounds good, girl. Enjoy the day. It's gorgeous.
Absolutely is. Thank you so much. Thanks, Michael.
No problem at all. Before we get to Courtney, we can take William Paul Young if you want.
Oh, my goodness. I would love to take William Paul Young.
Oh, he's on the line.
How are you, Paul?
Hey, I'm very well, Lori Anne. How are you?
I'm so wonderful. It's our 100th episode. We just went live on Facebook today, and I'm thrilled that you called in. You've been such a wonderful guest so many times on Healthy Lifestyle, and I really appreciate you and everything that you're out there, and the message that you have going out there is so good.
Thank you, and I appreciate what you're doing, and I'm thrilled. Congratulations, 100th episode.
Yeah, can you believe it?
You must have some stories to tell from 100 episodes.
Oh, you can only imagine. You were in some of them.
I know I was. They were pretty fun.
They were a lot of fun. I just I can't believe it. It seemed like yesterday that we started here, and it's just been, I'm so blessed, and being able to lift up people and lift up their businesses and get their messages out and help our listeners and expose them to things like the beautifulness of your writing and all the books that you've produced and put out there. You're just a gift to the world, and I tell you that all the time. I adore you.
I adore you too. So give me a highlight of one highlight of the 100 episodes that doesn't involve me. I don't want it to involve me.
A highlight of one of the episodes, other than having you on. I had a national astrologer on, Deborah Silverman, and that just blew me away that she was on. And gosh, it's just so many episodes that made me so happy because of the response that I got. And I think that's the thing that really is a highlight reel for me is the responses I'm getting from people who are listening, who have said and sent messages how much this guest or that guest has changed their lives and made a difference. They tried something they never knew existed and or never tried before. So that's the whole purpose of the show, other than lifting up people and getting their messages out there, is to expose our listeners to things they may not normally have an opportunity to have exposure to.
That's sweet. My theme for this year is trust the ripples. Trust the ripples. Like, don't make your decisions based on outcomes. Just participate and trust the ripples.
Yeah, navigate with the flow. That's really beautiful. I like that. That's a good theme.
It is a good theme.
It is a good theme.
I'm kind of thrilled with it.
It's similar to mine, which is going with the flow, moving with the tide.
Yep. Makes sense.
That's why, because we're in. Thank you so much. We're in an opportunity of growth right here. During this whole episode of what we've been experiencing the last few months, is we have an opportunity to grow. So I'm finding all these positive things coming out of it.
Well, and I am too. And there's real heartache in the midst of so much of this. At the same time,
without a doubt.
With the darkened skies, the gold threads become a little bit more obvious. And that's a gift.
Without a doubt. You are a gift. Thank you so much for taking your time and joining us on our 100th episode.
Honored to be with you. So thank you so much, and may there be hundreds of more.
I thank you so very much. We hope so here, too, and I look forward to having you on again in the very near future.
I look forward to it as well. Blessings on your day.
Oh, blessings to you.
I really like that. The darkest clouds, you could see the golden threads easier.
Yeah.
I love wisdom like that whenever the world is going through turmoil.
Oh, if you want wisdom, you need to just talk to Paul. He is just so wise, and he's been through so much, and he's come out the other side, and he's the most humblest, nicest human being, I think, on the planet that I've ever met so far.
I usually love wisdom because I watch a lot of material like in movies and television shows with that as well, so I just really like that. Yeah. But we can go back to Courtney for the remainder of the show.
I would love to do that. Thank you so much, Michael.
No problem. She's back on the line.
Courtney.
Hello.
Hi, Dal. You barely have an opportunity to get your message out there today, but thank you so much for sharing all these cocktails and all these easy, inexpensive patio recipes that we can all make during this warm time of year. So, and of course, we're going to have you back because I want you to finish this conversation that we started go into our cocktail history lesson. I definitely want to hit that again in the future, but in the last few minutes, I just want to ask you, if you get to tell us, I do this every episode with you, what would you like to share with our listeners to give them a little cocktailian inspiration?
Well, one of my favorite things is, like I was talking about, the variations in the cocktail. And one of the things that I'm very proud of is we have what is considered, created recently, it's considered a modern classic. It's considered a Kansas City modern classic, and it's a variation on the buck, and it's called a horse feather. The horse feather essentially is using rye whiskey, ginger beer, fresh lemon juice, and Angostura bitters.
Nice.
And the story goes that there was, it was like, Parents Weekend in Lawrence, Kansas, and somebody had come into one of the fun little college bars and asked them to make them kind of like a variation of the horse's neck and with brandy. They didn't have any brandy, but they had some rye whiskey. They didn't have any ginger ale, but they had some ginger beer. And so they threw this together, and it became such a fantastic cocktail, and this was so refreshing and so delicious with all of the simplicity but balance and the flavor composition that it became considered a modern classic. Some people don't realize the horse feather itself, thought that the name was chosen because in that area of Kansas, there's a huge, huge university that is devoted to the Haskell Nation, the Indian Nation.
Oh.
And before you would go out into battle, you would paint your horse, and they would give them a totem. And a lot of times the totems that were given to the horses for good luck in battle were some sort of feather, an eagle feather, a pheasant feather, something like that. So they named it the horse feather, and I just thought that was super cool.
I like that. That is super cool, and you're super cool. Yeah. Will you share your recipes with us again so I can attach it to this?
Definitely.
That's great, because we shared them last time. I know that you're going to make a cocktail video. We're going to share that link so you can catch our beautiful Courtney Boom Boom Crockett online on YouTube with us here. Thank you so much for joining us today, Courtney, and celebrating our 100th episode and just making it even more special because you were here. And Karen Scoot says hello. She's I don't know if you heard her earlier. I will. And we will definitely have you back for next month's installment of the Cocktailian. So I appreciate you and thank you all again for coming on and listening to our show, staying with us for our 100 episodes. Hopefully you'll stay with us for another 100. Thank you again to John Caracciolo, the JVC broadcasting team, our fantastically talented producer Michael, and you, our listeners, for your continuous support, question, topics, and for following Healthy Lifestyle with Lori Anne. As always, this time is lifted. My heart is lifted by sharing this time with you, and you are the best you because everybody else is taken. So thank you again for joining us on Healthy Lifestyle, our 100th episode. I'm Lori Anne Casdia. Until next time, play a higher role, serve a higher purpose, show up for you, and show up big.